God of War is officially the highest rated exclusive on the PS4. Now, some corners of the industry, the corners that are at the very top of it, say that a great game doesn't necessarily equate to great sales. Well, God of War says different.
God of War released on April the 20th on the PS4, riding a wave of positive reviews and hype. It's got 95 on Metacritic based on 97 reviews at the time of recording, making it Sony's top exclusive of the generation. Well, turns out all that translated into good sales too. God of War debuted at the top of the UK charts this week and is officially the second biggest launch of the year so far, behind Far Cry 5, which released on 2 other platforms. This is based on physical sales data from ChartTrack and does not include any digital purchases made through the PSN store. God of War 2018 is the new week 1 bestseller for the entire franchise as well, beating God of War 3 on PS3 in 2010. God of War beat competition from Yakuza 6, which landed at number 3 on the chart, but came out a few days earlier in the week.
Probably no surprise that God of War is selling really well after reviews like that, and a week in hand as well, so they probably have a little surge of pre-orders or something before the game comes out, because those reviews come out so far in advance, as it should be done by everyone always, that people have enough time to decide if they want to buy it. In this case, it's the second highest rated game on a PlayStation 4, the highest rated exclusive on that platform. A lot of people would have wanted to buy it. No surprise that it sold really well, but it has. It's smashed it.
Well, I didn't like it, Mike. God of Por. I'm only joking. It was awesome, Mike. It's brilliant. It's a great game.
It's an alright game. Also in the news, Games Reactor report that Bethesda's Senior Vice President of Marketing, Pete Hines, has promised some surprises in store from the company at E3 this year. The site spoke to Hines at PAX East recently. Here's some of what he said. Quote, "We're going to be talking about a healthy number of new games and new projects, and look, I'm really excited. We've been working on E3 for this year since September of last year. I think there's going to be something in there for everyone, regardless of what you play on or what kind of games you're into, and my biggest hope always is that we deliver on the promise of E3. Hines points out the company promised quite a bit at last year's E3 and has already shipped every one of those games. Bethesda actually had the highest Metacritic rating of any publisher in 2017, according to the review aggregate site itself. Hines says the company is hoping for a repeat of that success in 2018. Quote, "Our goal again this year is to not only talk about new stuff, but also deliver on those promises and give people the kind of games that they really want and expect from Bethesda."
So it's Bethesda's style, right, to announce games at E3 or announce a game and then release it very shortly after. They've been very tight-lipped about what they're working on. The general hubbub about the rumours are that they're working on Starfield, right, which is an RPG set in space. Is it the Skyrim universe or like a Skyrim type
Fallout.
of game? Fallout, sorry, yeah, it's a Fallout universe, which would be awesome, right? So, if my prediction comes right, November they'll be releasing it, and if that is true, then I deserve to be promoted as like a video game analyst or what would you
respect?
Yeah, I mean, some people already call me respected. That's, I need. What's the next?
Some people already call me respected.
I mean, I'm just saying. Some people call me.
Some people I've seen in the comments.
My mum calls me that. That's good enough for me. And lastly, Square Enix posted a new job listing recently seeking a battle planner for the upcoming Final Fantasy VII Remake. And the post contains some interesting tidbits about the remake's development and exactly what type of games Square are looking to make. In the job description, Square say the team is looking to create more than a simple remake and want it to exceed the original. The listing also hints at the combat system, which will apparently add action elements to traditional strategy. Finally, the listing ends with a testimonial from level planners Yui Sawada and Yuri Hiyoki, who say working on the remake has been a pleasure and they are enjoying the challenge of having to make a game better than the original.
It's not really a big claim to say that you're going to surpass the original, because if you're not going to do that, then why bother? We'll just play the original, innit? I can't remember this much build-up or run-up to a remake or a remaster than this game's had. It's been a while, and they've kind of pushed it back and whatever, and this is a huge project, right? And this is just another indication that they want to not only just remake Final Fantasy VII, but actually make like a properly great game out of it. I'm interested to see how it actually pans out, because it's big talk, big promise, a lot of expectation, but it sounds like the ambition is there. Let's hope they can deliver on it.
Usually a remake is just remaking the original game. This sounds like they're putting more into this. They're changing the action.
The different game at that point,
making it a different game. So it will be definitely interesting, because Final Fantasy VII is one of the most highly rated in the series. People say it's their favourite.
One of the greatest games of all time. You'll see it on those lists, the top 100s and all that.
Yeah. So what they actually do to it will be interesting. For whichever way you stand on it, it's worth checking out.
So God of War selling really well, at least in the UK. If you bought it, it? What do you think about it? Let us know down in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. There's another video right there which you can watch right now if you want, and the link to Patreon if you want to support the channel. We'll see you next time.